Good afternoon, folks. This is Fred Campos, owner of DFW Website Designers. It is a wonderful Sunday, April the 25th, 2021. This is episode number 180 of your 3 business tips at 3 o'clock in and around 3 minutes. If you can believe it, if you've been listening to me, this is my 180th episode, which means we've been doing this daily for 6 months. Talk about a habit building. And speaking of habits, what we're going to discuss between now and the end of April for the rest of this week is we're going to talk about little bitty habits and routines and things that you deal with, small business owner, entrepreneur. Because what you're going to find is that time is money, and unlike any other time in your life, the amount of effort that you do and anything you can do to be more efficient or to shave time or save time, it's going to be very, very important. The other thing we're going to look at is we're going to look at the routines and styles of those that are extremely wealthy and doing very good, because there's certain habits that they deal with that we can glean from and learn from. And that's what we're going to talk about today, winning habits. Getting up early, exercising, and going to bed at a regular time or getting regular sleep. Winning habits. There is lots of books, lots of studies done on those that do a great job, very efficient, make tons of money, run very good businesses. And one of the correlations is what we're going to start with today. Is business tip number 1. Very successful business owners have a tendency to get up early, and I'm talking really early, usually in the 4 a.m., 5 a.m., and then 6 a.m. routine. I personally myself have been trying to get up at 5 a.m. for the past couple weeks. I am amazed at the amount of work I get done between 5 and 7. When the phone's not ringing, I'm able to focus and do a lot of the important hard tasks first and get them done. So while you may not be a morning person, I certainly wasn't. I tend to be the person that was the night owl, but switching that to getting up early seems to be a little bit better period of time, something to consider, something I'm working on. Business tip number 2, most successful business owners have some form of exercise routine. And I want to add to that, most of them do it early, before 8 o'clock in the morning. So I too have been working on this. I have been walking. I've walked now like 115 days in a row. And I've been walking and running. There's a track not too far from my house I can walk around. I've been listening to audiobooks on tape, so I've been multitasking and doing both of those things. But exercise is key. And then that segues perfectly into business tip number 3. They have regular sleep times, and most of them sleep a little earlier than maybe most you would think, around between 9 and 11 o'clock. But they have regular routine times. They may not get more than 6 hours of sleep, but they go to bed every night at the same time. If you're like me, prior to reading about this, I was going to bed at 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, no set times. So my sleeping pattern was always erratic. And since I've had regular sleep, I've noticed a huge improvement in so many areas of my life. So there we go. Successful, winning people have habits of getting up early, exercising, and regular sleep. We'll talk a lot more about some of these other routines that they do. Maybe we can glean something from it. As always, I'm trying to make you awesome. Now go back to sleep.